Hello everybody, Zero Fossil Fuel. Today is Sunday, July 4th, 2010, and I'm taking a break for a couple of minutes. It is July 4th, and you know what that means. That's right. We're going to have some fun with HHO on July. But first, I want to show you some of the materials that I use to do it safely, and we'll run a couple of experiments. And I'm looking, and a chipmunk just decided to join me in the garage. He might regret that decision. Anyway, first and foremost, of course, have the VSPB HHO generator. It's about 4.5 mmW efficient. I've got a AC power cord with a couple of banana plugs on the end of the power cord and alligator clips to connect my detonators to. Have a nice long extension cord to string it out across the lawn where I will set up the explosive devices. And you don't need this, but I use a power strip with the switch on the power switch to activate the detonator. The detonator is simply a cap from a bottle, and we have an assortment of bottles that we'll be using tonight. We have your standard water drink bottle, and I guess that's about 16 ounces. Have your 32-ounce Powerade drink bottle, and a 64-ounce cranberry juice bottle. So small, bigger, biggest. Believe it or not, these make a very big bang, the small water bottles. But anyway, I want to show you what I do to create the detonators for these devices. Okay, so what I've got here is the screw cap to the small water bottle. And what I've done is just taken a drill bit, small drill bit about the size of this speaker wire, one side of the speaker wire, drilled it through and then ran the drill bit across so that I get a nice tight fit with the wire passing through the cap. This compound that you see around the outside edge, we use this in the RF industry when we're assembling antenna connectors and trying to protect them from the elements. We affectionately call it monkey poop in the industry. And I just take a little bit of this gummy tar adhesive and wrap it around the wiring to completely seal off the cap. This, incidentally, is just a piece of cheap speaker wire. I think it's 22 gauge or 24 gauge speaker wire that came with the speaker. Now you'll notice that the speaker wire has a number of very fine strands to it. Alright? And all I do to create a detonator is I separate one strand and I fold the rest of them back. And I take that one strand and I wrap it around the opposite conductor a couple of times. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. So what I end up with is a filament. And what I'm going to do is apply AC power to that filament, and it will just pop that filament, create a spark, and detonate the HHO. So once I have filled the bottle with HHO in a 5-gallon bucket of water, what I will do is I will submerge my hand in the 5-gallon bucket of water with the bottle inverted, still floating, still held underneath the water, and simply assemble the cap with the HHO in there. Like so. And I now have a loaded HHO explosive device that what I'll do then is run out into the yard, attach my alligator clips, come back inside, flip the switch on the power strip, and wake the neighbor's kids, cause the neighbor's dogs to bark, all kinds of good stuff. Make lots of friends that way. Alright then, it's been pretty quiet around the neighborhood so far. It's about 7:30. Haven't heard a single pop yet in the neighborhood. There's plenty of stuff going on yesterday, not today. Time to get the ball rolling. Alright, so I've got my bottle and my detonator cap ready. I've got HHO coming out of the tube. I'm just going to fill the bottle with water first. Invert it and fill it. And 500 milliliters is almost full. Screw on the cap, nice and tight. There you have it, ready to rock and roll. Alright, so here we go. Bottles out in the yard. Fire in the hole. That ought to get things started. Alright then. So here's what we got. Here's our bottle, what's left of it. And of course I have to rebuild the cap. Everyone have a safe 4th of July. Peace, everyone.